Hello everyone and welcome to the first official series here on Techboard Tutorials, and this is going to be Python for absolute beginners. So as you can probably guess from the name, I'm going to be teaching you how to code and program in Python no matter your experience level. First of all, I'll give you a little summary of what exactly Python is. So Python is a programming language that's design is So Python is a programming language that's designed with a focus on readability to make it easy to understand and easy to write code in, basically. So it's just easier to use, hence why so many people in the tech industry like it. It's also very powerful and you can do a lot with just a few lines of code. And one of its main uses currently is in data science and machine learning, which is a field that's progressively becoming more popular and, well, just interesting. And I really do believe it's the future, which is why I believe it'll be really great for you to learn a bit of Python just because of how important it's going to be in the future. But anyway, enough idle chit chat, let's get into it. So in this first part, what I'm just going to be doing is getting everything set up and just showing you how to, yeah, just setting everything up and showing you how to get started writing Python code, and also a bit of a demo of writing in Python code. So first of all, we have to install Python, of course. And to do that, just go into whatever web browser you want to use, type in install Python, search it up, download Python. So it'll be www.python.org. That's the one, beware scammers. And here we are. So you can see the big yellow button here. This is where you download it. Or if you're using a different operating system, you can just click on whatever one you're using. So if it's Mac OS, yep, you can see the latest version here. You can download it through that. But we are on Windows, so we'll download the latest version for Windows. And to do that, just click the yellow button. There we go. Keep, and then click on the .exe file. There we go. Click on install now. And just wait. Depending on how long it takes, I might cut ahead just because I don't want you waiting for blooming ages. Okay, there we go. It's all been done, and it says here the setup was successful, so it's all done. And just to test that, so I'm just going to go to my command prompt. So if you just look up terminal here, or in this case, so if you just look up cmd here, yep, command prompt, or whatever operating system you're using, just use the command prompt on that, and I'm going to type in python -- version. Now that says 3.7.0. It's still Python 3, but it's not the exact version I've downloaded. To see the exact version I've downloaded, type in Python 3 -- version. Now I'll give you Python 3.7.9, which is not what we've downloaded. Oh, never mind. It works fine nonetheless. But anyway, so to start writing some Python code in your terminal, simply write in Python or Python 3. Okay, and just try 2 plus 2. That will give back 4. And another thing we can do is we can create variables. And to do that, we just put in a name, say greeting, followed by an equal sign. And we'll use 2 speech marks, which indicate basically just a string, which is just like a word or a sentence or any kind of English. So we'll put in hello world. Then if we type in greeting again, then it will come back with hello world. And if we print greeting, so print parentheses with greeting in the middle, with, sorry, greeting in between the parentheses, it will print hello world to the console. And another thing we can do is we can assign numbers to these variable names. So say if we have x, we can have that equal to 1 and y is 2. Then x is 1 as you can see and y is 2. And if we do x plus y, that will give back 3. And if we do z is equal to x plus y and then z, that will give back 3 as well. And now to exit this kind of Python terminal mode, all you have to do is either Control Z and enter, or you could do exit followed by parentheses and then press enter. And that's how to install Python. Okay, and now I'm going to install the text editor we're going to be using. And for those who don't know, text editor is just going to be where we're writing our code, or literally just means you can modify or edit the text in a certain file. But let's get into it. So in this case, we're going to be using VS Code. So if I just type in install VS Code, then you'll see download Visual Studio Code, code.visualstudio.com. And then you'll see the Windows option. Obviously, if you're using Mac, click on Mac. And if you're using Linux, Debian, Ubuntu, or any of that, click on your corresponding operating system. But I'm going to go with Windows. So click on Windows, keep, and just wait for that to fully install. Okay, that's finished downloading. Now just click on it. Now just wait, accept the agreement, click on next, click on install. And hopefully this doesn't take too long so I don't have to cut ahead again. All right, not too bad so far. Okay, now it's done. Now just click on finish. And yeah, it's now all set up. So if we want to use Visual Studio Code now, the best thing we can do, go to search, type in Visual Studio Code, open. And the file we want to open is Python for Absolute Beginners, because that's the one we'll be using mainly throughout this series. Yep, that's the one. Just X out of that one. And to add a Python file, what we could just do is, you see this little icon here which says new file. Just click it, type in hello.py. .py is the extension you want to use for a Python file. Then click enter, and we've created a Python file. And with that, I think this will conclude today's video. So I've just shown you how to install Python and VS Code and get everything set up to have a really nice workflow for writing your Python code. And we'll get into variables in the next video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.